Hey, Jack, do you want to go see a shaky cam, static, maybe if you watch too closely, you're going to feel like you want to throw up movie that feels like a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes?
Wow. Does it have a lot of story, except for one episode that might, I don't know, do something?
Absolutely.
Then let's go.
Welcome to Jack and George Watch Movies with, Jack and George. The greatest movie podcast ever.
So we recently saw the anthology found footage horror movie.
VHS 2.
Don't really need to watch the first one.
Which I was kind of concerned with. I knew very little about VHS.
And he was like, we're probably gonna get spoiled some stuff. But we didn't get spoiled anything at all.
I didn't know if they were gonna introduce a plucky sidekick character or something.
Sup? My name's Rad or something.
And then in part 2 he's like, I'm Rad too.
That's scary. Anyways, this movie was pretty good.
I was really, really pleasantly surprised because I thought that the VHS movies were I always thought they were just sort of like easy, and so I never watched any of them. You know? Even though I love anthology movies.
Yeah. Well, don't you know that like all the VHS segments are all directed by like small directors?
Do you happen to know if any of them went on to do like cool things?
I don't know anything from the VHS 2 directors, but I know one of the directors was, for a VHS segment, was Ty West.
Oh.
Who eventually went on to direct the horror trilogy X, Pearl, and Maxine.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have not seen any of those?
No,
movies.
I have not seen those yet.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to go explore like the filmography of Mia Goth at some point. Cause
yeah.
Infinity Pool alone is kind of worth it. Yeah.
Dang. So, should we talk about the movie?
Yeah, definitely. What's the deal with the VHS? You know what a VHS is, right?
Yeah, it's like a videotape you kind of put into a VCR.
Yeah, that's the things that would line the walls at like the Blockbuster Video when I was a kid.
You get to watch Barney's Best Christmas Ever.
Barney's Worst Christmas Ever too. Yeah, the sequel.
Yeah. Heard of the new movie Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever?
I have not heard of Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever.
Yeah, you could take Grumpy Cat out of it and the movie would still be the same.
We have a plan, right, for Christmas?
Yeah, we're going to have the 12 Unholy Days of Christmas.
And what is the 12 Unholy Days of Christmas
We watch
compromise?
A terrible Christmas movie every single day of the 12 days of Christmas.
And by terrible, we mean like basically what we just go on Netflix, right? And search their Christmas movies?
And Peacock.
Oh, Peacock would be like the ultimate source, right?
Yes, we get to watch hit movies such as Bone Alone, where a dog
Wait a minute, that sounds like Home Alone.
Yeah, but it's not.
Is it like Home Alone with dogs?
Yeah, but he locks someone in the shower so they drown.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Kevin didn't do that.
Yeah, Kevin didn't do that. He just put nails on the stairs.
What were we talking about again?
Unhinged.
No. We should do an Unhinged episode, though.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I know you do. I like that movie, too.
But we're talking about VHS 2.
VHS, the sequel.
To the original VHS.
This is the only VHS that you've seen.
Only VHS that I've seen.
Only VHS that I've seen, too. VHS 2.
Wow, that's neat.
Yeah.
So this movie is comprised of 5 segments.
Yeah, including the framing mechanism, right?
Yeah.
Including the one that sort of bookends and it was great. Like I definitely recognized some actors. Like there were definitely actors in it where I was like, "Oh, I remember you from this." But all the segments were really good. I was surprised at how like in depth. One of my favorite shows, is the Twilight Zone.
Of course, I know you love the Twilight Zone so much.
Yeah, and this felt like that. It felt like a bunch of really good Twilight Zone episodes, only like more gory and with nudity. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. So I was thinking, instead of just reviewing this movie as a whole, we review every single little segment as a mini episode.
I think that's a great idea. Do we just go in order? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's go in order. We start off with tape 49, the wraparound segment, as they call it.
It is a private investigator and his assistant
who are going to investigate a missing like kid.
This is a missing teenager. Yeah.
Missing teenager.
And they break into the house he's apparently last been seen in, right?
Mm-hmm. And they find VHS tapes.
Yeah, and that's where the whole movie starts. The whole movie starts with his assistant, who seemingly has some problems.
Yeah.
You know, like she gets nosebleeds from like migraines and stuff. But
it's kind of weird. But she sits down to watch the first tape,
which is
phase 1 oculation.
Yes. This was, I think, my least favorite.
Yeah, it's not really good. So, spoilers ahead.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we're going to talk about this movie.
So, a guy gets a replacement for his eye after he was in a car crash.
It's a camera.
Yeah, it's a camera because they're, like, testing it out. And he starts seeing ghosts in the house that he's in.
And then he is introduced to a young woman who is deaf, who was given a artificial implant, and she can hear ghosts.
Yes.
So there's this weird like when you have this supreme technology, you plug into another side thing going on.
Yeah.
And it just never felt like it landed for me as much as the other ones did. While there's genuinely creepy stuff in this movie.
Yeah, there's genuinely creepy stuff. Some of the designs are creepy, not as creepy as some of the other stuff in the movie. But it was an all around. It was kind of fun. The ending was pretty fun when he's just running around the house trying to escape the ghosts.
Yeah, and there's standard ghosts. It's like, oh, there's the little girl who's screaming. There's the fat naked guy.
Yeah.
You know,
there's the guy in a business suit.
And apparently, you can make the ghosts go away by having the sex.
Yeah.
that was introduced.
Weird. That was weird.
I think it was just a reason to show her topless.
Yeah, but the thing is, he cuts out his eye, but the thing is, it's not working because the ghosts can already hurt him.
Yeah, they're already there. He just now can't see them. So
yeah, the thing is,
way to go, buddy.
If you interacted with the ghosts with the whole thing on, then the more you interacted with them, the more they can do stuff, like hurt and.
Yeah, I just felt like by the time it got to that point, it got kind of silly.
Yeah.
And then we jump back to tape 49 for a little bit before we go to our next one.
Yep.
Which is
A Ride in the Park.
It was great.
Yeah, A Ride in the Park was really good. It starts off with a guy mountain biking, which, you know, that's great. And he encounters a lady who is calling for help, and she throws up this weird goo, and then he sees a horde of people coming towards him, and then she attacks him. If you haven't been, you know, hinted at enough, this is a zombie segment.
Yeah, the moment it doesn't land that it's a zombie segment until, because the people are kind of far off and you're like, oh man, there's some like woodsy folk or something.
Yeah.
And then you see them shambling and it's clearly, oh, we're in zombie territory.
Yeah, but this is interesting.
Yeah.
Because when he gets bit, he gets killed immediately, but then he comes back as a zombie and the GoPro is on his head. So it's like a zombie POV.
Yeah, it's a zombie POV as he comes across like other people, and then they come across like even a birthday party, and so there's another camera with another point of view, and it kind of builds. The thing that I really liked about this was that it has strangely, like, it has heart.
Yeah, like
to it.
there's
like, it's sad.
Like he's like attacking people, and then he sees his own reflection in
the
mirror. Oh
man, I forgot about that because
he like looks at himself.
Yeah, he sees his own reflection when he's in a car window, and there's almost like a wait, like how is this me moment.
Then he he's going to attack a woman and he picks up a teddy bear. Then
did you think he was going to eat it?
No.
I thought he was going to I thought it was going to be like a tender moment and then he was going to try and eat it and it was like, oh, stupid zombie. But they went a different way with it.
Yeah, they went a tender moment. And then he gets a call from his wife and it's kind of sad, and then he has enough humanity left in him to pick up a shotgun and kill himself.
And he kills himself. Like the last, I thought it was brilliant because the way it breaks down is he has a GoPro on his bike helmet on his head and he puts the shotgun to his face, pulls the trigger, and the GoPro flies through the air before landing back down on the ground, framing his now dead zombie face. So it was like this really, really interesting. And I mean, what was it, 15 minutes long?
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes. It felt short. It felt like really short.
Yeah, but they got so much in there in
like
that 15 minutes,
It had emotion. It was action. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was really, really good. Yeah. So I mean, so far we're in it and we've got like 2 winner segments, like both are really entertaining and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on board.
Then we got back to tape 49 and she's got a nosebleed.
Yeah, weird stuff starting to happen.
And
in this house that they're in.
Oh my God, you need some aspirin? And she's like, yeah, give me some stuff.
Does he leave her there?
Yeah.
To go buy aspirin?
Yeah, that's so dumb.
I was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She's on the floor watching videotapes in a house that they don't know whether or not there's a guy in that they're looking for. And he's like, I'll be right back, babe. He probably stopped at the gas station to get a hot dog or something.
Yeah, he got a slushie from 7-Eleven. And he's just like, wonder where my girlfriend is right now.
Where my girlfriend is. Oh, right, I left her on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm supposed to be buying aspirin. Let me go back to get
Let me go get the aspirin. He went to go see a movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that was pretty good.
Man, this VHS movie's really good.
Yeah, VHS 1 is great.
Yeah. So, then she puts in another tape and it cuts to the best segment of the movie. And by far the longest, Safe Haven.
End of the world movie. End of the world movie, basically. It's sort of
I'd say it's more of a cult.
It is, but they get to the point. We're introduced to a cult leader in an unnamed Asian country.
Yeah, and this documentary crew wants to film them and say they're going to give an unbiased point of view. And
film them even in secret. There's clearly a lot of controversy surrounding this cult. Yes. And they go and they film him as
and he calls on to, his brothers and sisters. And it goes absolutely insane. They're handing out cups of poison.
They're enacting their kind of plan, pretty much. And it involves mass suicide. It obviously involves awakening a demon of some kind. One of the crew members who is with them is pregnant. And that just becomes fucking crazy.
Yeah. And all of the crew members except one die, and he's just running around. And
what I kind of took it also you hear sirens going off, and you hear I took it as the release of this thing is triggering kind of the apocalypse. You know what I mean? I took it as there's so much stuff now going on. Everyone that was dead is now a zombie. Yeah. Right? There's a guy laying there trying to kill himself with a gun that has no bullets in it. Everything is just sort of I kind of took it as the cult's job was to release this thing, which is now unleashing hell on earth.
Yeah, and it's a goat kind of thing. It's creepy.
It's creepy. It's your standard kind of Baphomet looking demon in with wings, and it's the thing that is impressive that I think we have to talk about is all of these segments are found footage.
Yeah.
And they are framed so creatively. The way that they get across like the same kind of camera tricks that regular movies do, only they keep the found footage thing going.
There is the director of the main guidance behind the VHS movies gave the directors one goal: make there be a reason the camera is rolling and make everything as practical as possible.
Oh, that was like his directive.
Yeah.
Is like, you got to be, and they definitely followed direction on both of those.
Practical stuff.
Yeah, because even what could have very easily been computer generated, like the demon.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely a costume.
It was a puppet. It was a costume and a puppet, and very clearly a good one.
Yeah, you know? Good one. Like he was scaring me when he was walking around.
Yeah, it was great. There was a fantastic segment. Yeah, and again, like a really, really good Twilight Zone
episode. At the end, like the demon comes over to the guy who, you know,
is his father.
Yeah, and he goes, "Papa," and the guy just starts laughing.
Oh, it's so well done. And laughing framed with the camera below him, and this line of like snotty drool, bloody drool just coming from him in such a dramatic, like all hope is lost way.
The gross fashion. It's so good. It was such a good.
Yeah, it was great. And I kind of wish they had ended on that one. Like, to me, that was the strongest one. Because what happens next?
The next one, he finds her on the floor for tape 49.
Yeah, tape 49. He goes back in.
And he sees a tape that says, "Watch me."
Which I was actually... It kind of confused me because I thought that was going to be like a videotape of her. You know, I thought that somebody had like done something to her and then filmed it, and that they like left that tape for him and said like, "Watch." But instead it ends up being like kind of
the next tape.
Yeah, it's not a goofy one, but it is probably the like sort of goofiest one of all of them.
Yeah, but I actually really liked this one. I know you're kind of disappointed, but I really liked it.
I liked it. It was one of my least favorites.
Yeah. Slumber Party Alien Abduction.
Yeah.
Basically, it deals with some kids at a slumber party, and then a UFO, we assume, comes down, and aliens hunt after them. And I gotta say, the aliens are kind of freaky.
The aliens are incredibly scary looking. We're never really clear like what they want, but did you see the one in the lake?
Yeah.
That opening yeah, because you see one very, very briefly in the background.
Of like when they're like going underwater after hitting the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's like a quick shot of one.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an alien abduction. This one to me did a really good job of why is the camera still rolling?
Yeah, because it's on the dog.
It's on the dog. They were playing a little prank, and they had the dog with a camera on it. So now the dog has the camera on it the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And it's a really cool shot, even though it gets a bit over-simulating.
It does.
How many flashing lights there are.
But it was good. It was good. It was just in a pool of 5 really good stories. This was my least favorite. Not my least favorite, but it was down there on the. What would you rank them?
Yeah, for rankings, I'd say in 5th place is tape 49. Oh, we haven't discussed how tape 49 ends.
Oh, right. We go back to tape 49.
He watches the final tape, and the entire time he realized there was a guy that the girl was watching who was, like, discussing about the tapes and stuff. And in the final shot of the video, he's like, "I'm making a tape for myself," and he kills himself. And then it goes to them stepping in the house.
That was cool. Yeah. Like, literally, he was recording this tape minutes before they came. Oh, that's what she heard.
Yeah.
Oh, from outside. Remember, she's like, did you hear? She heard the gunshot.
Oh, yeah. She heard the gunshot.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
And then she kind of comes to life. And here's what I wonder. Is that a connection to Safe Haven?
I was wondering that, too, because we see that type of creature. I assumed that there was some sort of connection there. We see that type of creature with like the on walking back with your legs bent over, and all on all fours.
Yeah, and then he hides in the closet, but then he finds the guy.
Yeah.
And the guy kills him. And what I love is at the end, the guy does a little thumbs up.
He does a little thumbs up. He has shot himself in the face.
Yeah.
And he has no mouth. Like his mouth is sort of spread open from a
tongue's
gunshot.
Just hanging out.
And he looks and gives like a very, very teenage thumbs up to the camera.
Yeah, and then the movie cuts to credits.
It does. It cuts to credits, to rock music credits. Yeah.
And it tells us all the names of the segments.
And yeah, this was great. This was it was a surprise how much I enjoyed it. You suggested literally, I mean, we watched this, we finished it like 20 minutes ago.
We really did.
And we sat down, we're like, we got a podcast on that.
Yeah, we got a podcast on that. That was pretty good.
Give me some pie. Yeah.
I have heard it is the best movie in the franchise though.
So does that mean the rest of there's like 6, right?
I think there's 8.
Wow.
Because there's VHS, VHS2, VHS Viral, VHS 94.
Yeah, they have years attached to them at some point.
VHS 99, VHS 85, VHS Beyond, and VHS Halloween. That's 9.
There's 9 VHS movies.
And they're probably going to make another one this year.
So they've just probably made them every year, pretty much. And they've got to be kind of inexpensive to make.
Yeah, because they're like found footage. They're pretty easy. I have seen some of the Halloween stuff, and it looks goofy. Like there's this like segment with this character named Fun Size. Basically, it deals with a bunch of people not taking more than one candy from a bowl, so they get sucked into a different dimension, and they get turned into candy.
So they're really that's the story.
Yeah. Oh, there are plenty of other stories. I've heard there are some actually kind of sad stories in VHS.
See, I would be interested in some of those. I thought that the thing about these this anthology was they were really well written too.
Yeah.
Like Safe Haven is just an incredibly well written story.
Incredibly well written.
All right, I'm gonna go number 1. Safe Haven.
Yes, I'd go number 1, Safe Haven.
I'm gonna go number 2. Oh, dang it.
I'd go number 2, A Ride in the Park.
Number 2, A Ride in the Park. Number 3, is Slumber Party, Alien Abduction. Number 4 is, what is the I one called?
Phase 1, Oculation.
Phase 1, Oculation.
And number 5 is Tape 49.
No, I'd reverse. I'd go number 4, Tape 49. Number 5, Phase 1, Oculation.
I don't agree with you on that.
It was kind of just like, Like everyone in it was sort of unappealing to me, and I thought that the framing story was way better. And I thought the acting in the framing story was way better.
It seems to me like you might be taken by Fun Size this Halloween.
Yeah, I'll watch some Fun Size. I'll eat some Fun Size too this Halloween too. I'll eat some full size.
What about some king sized?
I think they just call them share size now, which makes me feel like a glutton.
I feel like they only do that for like M&Ms and Skittles.
Because it used to be king size Snickers bars.
Because like you're a king.
I'd get one and I'd be like, oh, I'm just a king. And now it says share size and I'm not sharing it with anybody.
Yeah, so you just feel it's like when they say like party size or family size instead of like large or something.
It's a party if it's me and my own thoughts, right?
Yeah, you know.
And a couple of horror movies.
You're your own party. That's what they say, right?
That's what they say. They say that to me specifically.
To you.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of party, the next time you have a scary movie party, maybe pop on VHS too. We would read letterbox reviews, but we haven't even reviewed this thing yet.
Uh-huh.
You know,
it's been that soon.
We popped right to the microphones and we're just like, we got to get this on tape while it's fresh.
Podcasted before we letterbox reviews.
Is that like a new thing now?
Maybe.
Oh no.
I don't know. Now we're gonna not be in the trends.
Tell you what. Give us a preview. What is your letterbox review gonna be?
Something like the dog died because the dog dies.
The dog dies, which honestly, that is almost it's kind of an unforgivable thing sometimes. Mm-hmm. It worked though.
Yeah, it worked.
It's stupid to say, but it did work. Poor little doggy.
Poor little dog.
What
He
a
was so
doggy.
cute.
He's just trying to get on an alien ship.
Yeah, and like they were having so much fun.
Yeah, murdering teenagers and children.
No, not the aliens.
The
kids.
The kids. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were having a lot of fun.
Wow. VHS Part 2.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Make sure you don't listen to the 10 mysterious audio recordings. Wait, that's Undertone.
Yeah, that's Undertone. Don't listen to the oh yeah. Don't listen to why don't ever I mean, after one of those tapes too, I'm leaving that house.
Yeah, like it's creepy. Like
it's creepy. There's stuff everywhere. There's stacks of VHS. I feel like when you walk into a room and there's just stacks of VHS tapes, you get the hell out of there.
Yeah, like it's like The Ring.
Jack, if as your father I can impart but one piece of wisdom to you, it would be if you walk into a room and there's TVs with static on them and stacks of sloppily written VHS tapes, get out of there.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right.
Yeah, that's VHS 2.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.